wanted to share a quick update on the Great Lockin and where I'm at, because we are well over a month into the Great Lockin. I have my journal here actually where I wrote down all of my goals. Working out 5 to 6 times a week, incline walking and strength training, I've definitely been doing. That wasn't one that I said that I was necessarily concerned with because it was already a habit. It was just more so something I wanted to continue. I wanted to write. I've been writing, just creative writing. It's been really nice. It's been really fun to get back into. I think I've been struggling a lot with just overthinking. I kind of need to get past that mental hurdle of just writing and not really thinking about whether or not it's good. Posting on TikTok 4 times a week. I really wanted to work on TikTok and just like growing my short form content, because I've long been a long form content girly. I love long form content. That's honestly my go-to style of posting content, but I really wanted to challenge myself to master short form content. And so I've been posting almost every day on TikTok. Alhamdulillah, we hit 10,000 followers on TikTok actually yesterday, which was so crazy to see. Thank you guys so much for all of your guys' support on there. You guys are just so kind, and the comments are always so kind and supportive, and I just appreciate all of you guys. Short form content is definitely an art that I'm learning and trying to get used to, but it's been really fun to just learn that format and challenge myself in that way. Watch an Islamic lecture once a week. I've been watching the In His Footsteps Qalam series with a friend, and we've been checking in and just having conversations about each episode. We actually need to catch up soon because we've been really busy, but I've been trying to make sure to keep up with the once a week listen, and I can delve into all of my reflections and thoughts on that another time. But that has been going really well, alhamdulillah, and I feel like it has honestly been a great way for me to be introspective and to also just center God in my life and to work on my deen on a daily basis. If you're someone who really wants to invest in Islamic learning, for me, what's been really nice is listening to the lecture or watching the lecture, taking notes, and then at the end journaling about it and reflecting on it in that way, because it really forces me to just think about all of the lessons and apply it to my own life. I said that I wanted to read 16 books to hit my Goodreads goal, but I can't do math for the life of me. It was actually 4 books to hit my Goodreads goal, so I did, alhamdulillah, hit my Goodreads goal. And I said in my last vlog that I low-key want to challenge myself to try and hit 50 books by the end of the year. We'll see how that goes, but I've been really enjoying using my Kindle and just in general trying to spend less time on social media. No phone after 8 p.m. I was so good with this, but these past few days, I'm not gonna lie, like the past 3 days, I've broken the rule, and I have noticed such a difference like in my sleep and the way that I wake up the next day, that it's something that I really need to get back into and make sure that it's a habit that I continue. I think I also want to implement it after this whole Great Lock-in period. Like I just want to make it a rule for myself, because I have noticed such a difference in my sleep and in the quality of rest that I receive, and also just in my mental health, and it really has given me a lot more time back to read or to journal or to watch a show. And last one was take care of my hair. I have been on my hair care regimen, you guys, and I can already feel my hair getting healthier and stronger. Like I already noticed a difference in a month in my hair feeling more hydrated, which is really nice. I'm really excited to just see the progress of how investing in it now affects it in a couple months. But I'm really happy that I have been working on that, really investing in that. It's something that was just long overdue. Those are my Great Lock-in updates. How are you guys doing on the Great Lock-in? What are the goals that you guys want to work on for the end half of the year? We still have so much time left, literally all of October, November, and December. A lot of holidays happening, but it's 3 months out of the year. That's a fourth of the year. That's so much time.
They get to the black stone, that one corner of the cup, and now everybody's like, all right, I'm about to put it in a spot. Everybody's like, anyway.
Don't mind my messy bed. I like to make it after my workout. This is the fit. I like to work out in these sweatpants from BP Nordstrom. They are tall girl friendly. This workout jacket, and of course a jersey hijab. Workout is complete. I decided I am gonna go on a TikTok detox. The time I've been spending on TikTok is just getting completely out of pocket. Fit check. I'm wearing this abaya that I got from Dubai. This top that I recently thrifted from Salvation. My low-rise Wild Fable jeans. They're a staple. Pulling out the Bottega Veneta bag because I'm gonna be out all day and I need as much room as possible. Jewelry is pretty much all from Mauritania and Senegal. I'm gonna pair this with my tabbies. Literally ran to Target to pick up the Revlon liner that I've been beating into the ground. It's the chocolate brown Revlon lip liner in the shade 07 as is. I ran out, so I had to restock on that. This color is perfect, guys. It's just perfection. If I could have a lifetime supply of any lip liner, this would be it. I got this Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm as a sample for my birthday. I think when this runs out, I'm gonna have to get the full size. It's just like a clear coat. It's really nice to pair with like a liner. I've been loving this combo specifically. Hopefully traffic is not too crazy. I haven't checked. I was supposed to leave at 10:45, so I might be a little late. We're meeting up at this masjid in San Diego. I think I've seen this on people's stories. It looks like a really pretty masjid. The Islamic Center of San Diego. An hour and 15, not too bad. Let's get driving.
ولا الحظ ولا خطأ سؤال منها الإجابات استشفيتها علوم الونة المتفجرة في خفايا غفت على وسادة ضروعي وصحيتها وبقت لي الذكريات اللي عزاها عزاي الله من ليل سرتني وسرتني.
I want to attempt making chili. This might be a little bit ambitious of me because I've never even had chili. I have the ground turkey, but I need to get all of the rest of my ingredients. It seems like a very easy process. This ends up being edible. I feel like this will be a great fall staple meal to add to my rotation. Posted a hijab tutorial of how to do this hijab style. I also posted it on YouTube Shorts. It's a really gloomy day, so we're pulling out the trench to keep warm. I'm headed off to LA for the day because Laura was actually invited by UCLA's MSA to be on a panel about ethical sustainability and entrepreneurship. I'm really excited for the panel. I always love just like hearing from other people, other people's perspectives, especially other entrepreneurs, and just like learning from them. So I'm really excited to have a conversation with the other panelists. They sent over the questions like a couple days ago, and honestly I haven't had the chance to like look through them properly, but I'm going to spend the day with my sister before the panel's around 6, so we'll probably like glance at the questions at some point today. And I don't know, I definitely don't want to like rehearse or practice or prep any answers because I feel like I do best when I just speak naturally. I've done public speaking in the past. 2 years ago, I was invited to speak at the SWANA convention, the UC-wide SWANA convention, and I talked about kind of like the Black Muslim experience. It was like a 20-minute talk, and I like put together slides and everything, and I psyched myself out so much for that talk when in reality, I think prepping for that experience, I realized I do best when I have a couple bullet points and I just kind of go off the dome and kind of see it as like a conversation, kind of like these vlogs. It's just you and I chatting. I am a yapper, I'm a certified yapper, but when I overthink it, that's when I get in trouble. Also, I feel like talking about mishwara is really easy because it's something I'm passionate about. So, of course, I had to pull out day green. I'm wearing this top from H&M. The lighting in my room is horrible because it's super gloomy out. Otherwise, I would show you guys my outfit of the day. But some details. Top is from H&M. I can link it in the description box. This ring, this flower ring I got in Senegal. It's so cute and like, it's just like a fun statement ring. So I've been having fun wearing it. These earrings my mom gave me, I think she got them from Amazon. This necklace is really pretty. I got it in Mauritania. My aunt gave it to me. They had it at the jewelry shop that I showed you guys in my vlog, where I like to go for my jewelry when I'm shopping in Nouakchott. But they had it in silver, and you can gold plate it, but my aunt already had like a gold plated version, so she was really kind and gave me the gold plated version. It's supposed to be like the Quran. Engraved ring from Nominal. I love this ring. I think I still have a code from them. And this floral ring that I got at a flea market in France. And of course, the Etika watch. I don't know if I even updated you guys. Finally got the watch to fit. The clasp is on the right side. And then for jeans, you guys can't see, but I'm wearing the jeans that I got from Target that I posted about in a recent TikTok. They're the Wild Fable 90s baggy low-rise jeans. Don't ask me why, but I used to never wear low-rise, and now I'm a low-rise girly. It just works. It works. Yesterday was the Mishwara panel. It went really well, alhamdulillah. I wasn't really nervous going into it, surprisingly. My sister was definitely freaking out a little bit more than me. I've had a couple experiences in the last 2 years with public speaking. I think public speaking is something that comes pretty naturally to me when I don't allow myself to fall into overthinking. I definitely suffer a lot from overthinking, but especially when it comes to social settings. So coming into a new social setting or a new space, especially larger gatherings, I'm definitely a little bit more introverted, and I feel like my true personality comes out more in smaller circles, in circles that I'm more comfortable with. In larger gatherings, I kind of feel lost sometimes, and it's kind of hard for me to feel like I'm not putting on some kind of performance, if that makes sense. It's something that I'm really trying to work through, because I really do feel like overthinking is one of those things where if you don't work through it and if you allow it to continue to hold yourself back, it'll just keep on holding you back from certain opportunities, reaching your potential, being able to show up in the way that you really want to throughout your life. SubhanAllah for Allah's timing, because I listened to a podcast episode that Mel Robbins showed up on. Mel Robbins is the author of Let Them and the theorist behind the Let Them theory. I read Let Them last January, and it's a book that I really do recommend for anyone to read. It is one of the most impactful, helpful books on just how to improve your life in every single facet. The messaging is really simple, it's really clear. It is kind of like Atomic Habits in the way that it's written in such an accessible way, but the theory functions differently. I think Atomic Habits is more so about productivity and systems and building systems to really optimize productivity, whereas I feel like Let Them is kind of more about how to approach your life in a way that'll help you feel more free to live your best life. So I really do recommend that book to a lot of people. I just recently recommended it to a friend, and it's a book that after I finished reading, I knew I would want to reread it after some time, because it's just one of those books where you can continue to learn and take something new every time you read the book. And it's definitely a book that you could just continuously use a reminder for it. I don't listen to the Mel Robbins podcast, but honestly, after this interview, I definitely want to get into listening to the podcast. I know so many people that listen to the Mel Robbins podcast and recommend it. In the interview, she specifically talked about this idea of when you're going into social settings, if you're someone who struggles with social anxiety or just overthinking, when you're going into these large gatherings, when you're going into these large social gatherings, really just hone in on what version of you do you want to show up in. What is your main goal? What do you want to take out of whatever it is you're walking into? So do you want to be the coolest girl in the room? Do you want to be the funniest girl in the room? Do you want to be the person where people walk away from that conversation feeling like they gained something insightful from it? There are so many different aspects to ourselves and so many different ways that we can show up in different rooms and different spaces. And so I thought it was really helpful because I think it can be really overwhelming as someone who struggles with overthinking to feel like I want to come into this room and I want to meet a bunch of people and I want to leave a really good impression on people and I want to be funny and I want to be smart and I want to be witty. I want to be all of these things, and you just kind of get lost in all of that. You get lost in trying to attain all of these different standards that it's really difficult to find and hone in on that authentic version of yourself that you really want to capture or channel in that moment. And it's not really about not showing up as authentically you or portraying a specific aspect of you that's not genuine. It's more so what kind of version of yourself do you want to show up in that moment. There are certain times or occasions where you want to be more professional, and sometimes you want to be more lighthearted and funny. I don't really go for the humor side of things. In situations where I'm asked to speak publicly, I try to stay away from jokes and humor because I don't think it comes naturally to me in that moment, especially if I'm really, really nervous. I'm not going to be able to crack a joke and it land and it be natural all at the same time. Like, if anything, I'm so nervous in that moment that I can't even see straight. I feel like that really helped because on the drive up to LA, I was really just reflecting and like thinking about how I wanted the panel to go, how I wanted to show up in that conversation. And it allowed me to kind of just like manage a lot of my anxiety and my stress, I guess, when it comes to public speaking in general. Again, it was a lot more of a chill environment. There were other panelists, and before the actual panel started itself, I met a lot of really cool people. My sister's friends were there. So I feel like that helped me feel a little bit more relaxed and comfortable, I guess, and just feel like a conversation. It was also a lot smaller of a crowd than I expected. It was just a reminder of how much overthinking really sets you back in life, how much it sets you back from just showing up fully and authentically as yourself. And I really see it because I'm really comfortable with speaking on camera, speaking to you guys. I'm really comfortable with expressing my ideas in this way. What it is it's the anxiety and the stress and the worry and thinking about how I'm being perceived by people face to face that really holds me back. So anyways, that's something that I definitely want to work on. In general, I am just really trying to let go of other people's perception and just worrying and stressing about how I'm being perceived, because I feel like it really does hold me back in a lot of ways. Picking up 2 pieces from H&M. If you're a Muslim girly, you have to go to H&M. You just have to go. I'm so sorry, but you really just have to go. I tried to have some self-control and I walked out with 2 tops. They're the ones that I brought to the fitting room. So the first top that I picked up is this wrap top. It's this like long sleeve wrap top. It has this little side tie I showed you guys in the try on. It's this really pretty wine red chocolate brown color. They had it in a couple colors. They had it in black, white, this color and then this kind of like olive green, and I was honestly in between this one and the black one, but my mom told me to go with this one just because I do have a lot of black in my closet and I feel like this is the perfect fall color. This top was $17.99, guys. That's actually not bad. I was mainly on the hunt for this blazer because this girl at the panel was wearing this really cute like cinched blazer and I was like, girl, where did you get that from? And she said, lo and behold, she got it from H&M. So that was mainly what I was on the hunt for. They also had it in this exact same color and I was gonna get both in the same color because this color is so pretty and gorgeous for the fall, and I don't really have anything in my closet that's this color. But my mom told me it's not a good idea to get two tops in the exact same color. So I went a little bit out of my comfort zone because they didn't have my size in black. I ended up just getting the olive green brownish color. I think this color is brown. My mom says it's olive green. It's kind of in between an olive green and a brown. I tried this on. It has like a little bit more of a cinched look. I'm actually really happy I wore my maxi skirt today because both tops are really cute and I would typically wear them with jeans or slacks if I was trying to dress them up a little bit. Trying them on with the maxi skirt honestly gave me some ideas. So I'm really excited to style both of these tops. Amazing, versatile pieces, inshallah. But in general, H&M had a lot of really, really cute pieces. I also accidentally deleted a couple clips while we were out because I was trying to clear up some storage on my camera, and I think I deleted the intro clip and I also think I deleted the haul clip from when I got back from San Diego. So I'm going to show you guys what I got from San Diego just in case. After Jummah, my friend took me to the Somali markets in San Diego, and you guys, this is the spot. This is the spot. They have everything from abayas, jewelry, hijabs, and everything's really affordable. So even though I wasn't planning on spending anything, you already know I came out breaking the bank. I found this really pretty black hijab with this gorgeous lace detailing. I have been on the hunt for a hijab with lace detailing on it. I feel like it is just so delicate and elegant. They do this a lot in Mauritania, but a lot of the times the embroidery will have like other embellishments. It'll maybe be bedazzled or just like have other embellishments that I don't necessarily want. So I was on the hunt for one that was just like plain. They had a couple colors. I was in between doing just the white with the black lace, but I decided to go with the black because I feel like I'll realistically wear black more often. I was genuinely shocked they had these, but for context, last December we went on a trip to Dubai. We went to a lot of, you know, the markets and everything. We went abaya shopping. So a lot of the abayas that I wear are actually from that trip, but they also had these really gorgeous dresses that were printed with bedazzling and they were really pretty, but the way that they were cut and shaped, it was like they'd be very bodycon. The sleeves would be like 3/4 length. Like it was just not hijabi friendly. Turns out I found out that it's because Khaliji women, I guess, wear them in the house. So they're kind of like in the house dresses. Tell me why the market had an abaya version of this. Look how gorgeous this is. Okay, like I have to show you guys the detail because wow. It's basically this really pretty printed floral design on the background, and then it has such gorgeous like embroidered detailing. It is bedazzled a little bit, which I usually don't like, but I think it's really pretty and it adds like a really nice touch. They had it in a bunch of different colors. I was actually really in between getting purple and getting green. My friend got purple, but I decided to go with the green because I feel like it was just calling my name, and I don't know, I wear green a lot, so it's a safe bet. And then it came with this matching chiffon hijab with the same embroidered detailing also on the corner. So I'm really excited to wear this. And honestly, seeing this alone just made me so excited for Ramadan. I'm always excited for Ramadan, but this made me extra excited for Ramadan, even though it's so far away. That's the haul, because in my last vlog, I apologize for all the hauls that I did in the vlog before that one. And I got a comment that was like, girl, we love the hauls. So we're gonna bring the hauls back. I slept in a little bit this morning. I snoozed my alarm one too many times, so I am running a little bit late, and honestly was tempted to just skip Jummah this week, but just know I'm gonna feel better after Jummah. I also still want to get my workout in. I'm a little bit sore, so I think I'm just gonna focus on cardio, but let's make my pre-workout yogurt bowl. I don't think I showed you guys my ceramics bowl that I made for my birthday. This is how it came out in the end. It actually came out really well. The only thing is it has some marks on the ridges that came from it going in the kiln, so that's annoying. And also too, it's a lot smaller than I expected. So originally I made it to be a matcha bowl, but it's a little bit too small to be a matcha bowl. So I've been using it as a yogurt bowl. And it's kind of nice because if I want to do like a smaller yogurt bowl, it's the perfect size. So I start off with frozen raspberries. These are my favorite. And honestly, I'm pretty generous with it. And then I like to use 0% Greek yogurt because it has the highest protein content for the lowest calories. So the serving size of this is like 18 grams. I don't do the full serving size. I break it up so I'll have like multiple yogurt bowls throughout the day, which is honestly why this little mini yogurt bowl kind of comes in handy. Decent chunk of that. I actually usually like to put all the toppings in first. I don't know why I put that in. Some kind of seed or nut as like a topping. Right now I've been into pumpkin seeds because of the fall, but I was honestly going through like a sunflower seed station for the past 6 to 8 months. Sunflower seeds are definitely my favorite, but in the fall, pumpkin seeds are fun. And then of course, some organic cinnamon. This is what it looks like, not the most aesthetic. The other day, I made it with banana, like raspberry and banana combined. So good. If you're ever in a rush, if you ever don't think that you have enough time to make it to Jummah, there's always time. Even if you're 10, 15, 20 minutes late, you can always make it. It's worth it in the end. So we stopped at this vintage store in downtown Orange called the Crown Jewels. She gave us her business card. We met the kindest lady. They have really cute, just like vintage furniture and jewelry. And I was telling her about how I love Vivienne Westwood. I used to have this matching Vivienne Westwood necklace with my sister and the charm broke. And guess what she gave me, guys? A Vivienne Westwood pearl necklace. The pearls are so pretty. I think this is a choker, honestly. I love it. It's so cute. We stopped by the Korean skincare store because I am basically out of all of my skincare. Well, not all of it, just my moisturizers, and my skin has been so dry recently, which is weird. My skin will go from being super oily in the summer to just really dry in the winter. I use the Medicube collagen jelly. I love this stuff so much, but for some odd reason, every time I go back to this Korean skincare store, they're somehow always sold out of it. So fortunately, I couldn't get any of that. I think I'm gonna check Amazon for it because I think last time I went, they didn't have it and I ended up just buying it off of Amazon. Kind of annoying, but it's just kind of hard to come by and we don't have any Medicube stores in the area. But I did get my glazing milk. This is the Momo Puri glazing milk. I love this stuff. This is such a fire skincare product. I use it after my serum, before my moisturizer. Sometimes I'll mix foundation in with it and it just gives like a really nice glowy base to my makeup. I've been going to this Korean skincare store for a few months now, so I had racked up some points, so they gave me some toning pads. So the first one is a collagen one, then a phytoenzyme peeling pad. I was asking her what PEP is. She was saying that it's this new ingredient that they're introducing into skincare that I guess kind of acts like a retinol, so that'll be cool to try. And then a vitamin brightening pad, and last but not least, a metacosodine blemish pad. So it's just like a pack of, I guess, these like toning pads, which I've never used before, but I'm excited to try this out. I'm gonna put these in the fridge because nothing is better than skincare straight out of the fridge. I'm so excited to put this on.